Hello, hello. Wow, you made it to part 3. Congratulations. I promise there is nothing more after this. There are no more uh, weird intros. Actually, no, I can't promise that. But that will be the last. This is the last of the Snowy Depths. You don't have to deal with it anymore. Hooray! Alright, no more intro. See you guys in a bit. Bye bye. Here we go. Here's another interesting part of Snowy Depths. If you go to the far right, then you will encounter this little bit of barren land. And if you go this way, you'll hit a wall. Now you can go up these platforms. So there's another platform here, and you can go up this platform and slowly, walk up these ridges. If you go all the way up, you'll see a bridge. If you go to the left, there's a lava lake. Well, if you might have done a little bit exploring in the mines early on, you might have also noticed that there's a lava lake. It is the exact same lava lake that you see right at the start. So here's a way to go all the way back to the first level in case there's something that you missed. So let's say maybe, yeah, there's something was in the chest. There's a spell refresh. Let's grab that. We're running out of charges on our black holes. We don't want to use the ones in the Holy Mountain. Let's just get this one. Or maybe there was a wand right here that we cannot hold on to or something like that. So if you leave the mines, it is not for good. You can always come back. But for now, we're just gonna head back to Snowy Depths. That's where we want to go. To our right is a boss arena. We don't want to go there. Very interesting decision by the Noita devs to put a boss so close to the early game, but we're not gonna try to test our luck. So let's hold onto this one so an enemy does not pick it up and fire a nuke. That would be very, very bad. Oh, that's another one of these wizard guys. These are not as scary. What can happen is that they'll fire a projectile at you, and then the liquids around you will freeze. You can get trapped into like a frozen cage, and then it will continuously keep attacking you. That's what will happen, but it won't necessarily one-shot you. It is still dangerous, but that is not as scary. You don't need to panic as much as you might when you see an Uka. Ooh, Invisiblium. Actually, I kind of wanted some of that. Okay, let me empty out my flask. Oh, another! Jesus Christ! So what I'm gonna do is actually bottle some of this Invisiblium up. Unfortunate that I destroyed it, but that's what happens. What do we have here? Interesting spells. Nothing really too crazy. Well, you know what? Let's grab the Circle of Transmogrification again. What do we got? Ooh. I don't know if I need the energy orbs, but it would be nice to be able to show off how trigger spells work. So what I'm gonna do is go back to the Holy Mountain. This is going up here. Oh, there's another CEO. No mercy. Alright, let's head back up. This will be a bit of an intermission. We will like to pause our regular broadcast to showcase the greatness that are trigger spells. Now, the way I like to explain trigger spells is as if you were tossing like an Amazon package at somebody. Now, the energy orb with a trigger, or it could be like a spark bolt with a trigger. It could be, as long as it has this kind of star looking thing on the upper left corner and it has with a trigger, treat this as if this was your cardboard box. This is containing whatever package that you're tossing at somebody. So let's say we want to put a pipe bomb in it, a nuke. That would not be advisable. Let's say we want to put a spirit bolt inside of this cardboard box, this package. So what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna shoot it, and it's gonna, after impact, right? So I think of it as if you throw the box at something, the box breaks, and then whatever content is inside spills out. That's how trigger spells work. Now what you can do is actually stuff more things into this box. It doesn't just have to be one spell. So if I want to put a spirit bolt and a triplicate bolt, right? This package is gonna go flying. I'm gonna send the box right at my enemy, and it's gonna break. It's gonna deal some damage, and then whatever's inside is gonna also detonate in their face, like that. And to make this even more deadly, we can put like a freeze charge to deal ice damage. We can put this horizontal path to deal an extra 8 damage. And the nice thing is that since these spells are being detonated at the point of impact, it doesn't really matter which way you're aiming. So as long as the modifier, which affects its flight path, right? Like this double scatter spell would normally have a really detrimental effect of spread. But since we're just firing it point blank, it doesn't really matter what direction this pipe bomb is facing. So it can deal quite a bit of damage. If I could go over to this statue, we're gonna go over to this wand and we're gonna shoot it. 87 damage just from that, which makes this a potential candidate for a really nice wand. Oh, you know what? You know why? What's happening? The mana. So the wand's mana cannot keep up with the package. So let's say like there's a shipping cost associated with putting all of this junk into our cardboard box that we're going to deliver into somebody's face. Well, this wand can only handle 100 mana max. This is already 50. This is 2, not much, but this is 10. So that's like 62. This is 0, which is nice. This is 5 mana drain, so we're at 67. Each of these are 5, so it's at 77. And unfortunately, we are just over the shipping cost of this triplicate bolt. So let's get rid of this. Let's just get rid of the freeze charge for now. We can add a heavy spread into this trigger package because heavy spread will reduce the recharge time. It does not reduce cast delay. So when a modifier is inside of a trigger or a timer, it does not affect the cast delay, but it does affect the recharge speed. So in this case, recharge time is slowing us down, right? So this is how fast we would shoot. We throw a heavy spread, we can go a little bit faster because now cast delay is the one that's slowing us down. So that's why I kept the heavy spreads here. It was kind of hard to tell whether or not it was really helping that much, but I assure you, it does a little bit, probably. Okay, that's enough wand building, right? We now have a really good digging wand. We have a pretty good offensive wand that will deal quite a bit of damage. Let's look for somebody to test this on. Oh, hey, chest. A bomb. If I fire at the statue, 107, 154, 152. That's pretty good. 38. That's pretty good damage. Okay, but anyways, the bottom line is we have gone to the snowy depths with a lot of gold prepared because we did that in the last stage, which means we can spend most of our time clearing out the enemies patiently, looking for gold and looking for not looking for gold, looking for health and looking for wands. And by being careful, we end up having more health to work with. Right? We are not rushing. And so now we can do this. I'm going to grab the full heal. I'm going to go to the next area with a full bar of health. And Steve's going to be waiting there. Now there are a couple ways to deal with this. We already have some methods to kill Steve with a statue kick. But actually, we're not going to kill Steve. Because on our third Steve kill, the gods get really, really angry. And the shopkeeps get much, much stronger. So Scott's going to come out once we've bullied Steve too much. So to do that, we're gonna avoid getting Steve killed. Now how are we gonna stop Steve from killing us, right? The first thing to know is that when you enter a holy mountain, now Steve is there, but he's not gonna come over here. Steve is gonna wander around at the right side And so if we wanted to, we could just do a bunch of wand editing. Let's say I'm done editing my wand. Well, Steve is still there. Had mana. We can check out Lumi Drill, mana. Ooh, oh man, this is a really wow. Okay, let me tell you a couple ways to get past Steve. Now, the first and most obvious way is that if he's over there, we can just do this, right? Use whatever we want to use to break off the Holy Mountain. So we can actually use Lumi Drill to damage the Holy Mountain. Slowly dig through it. You know, we can use our tried and true black hole. Go to the spot where it's closest to the next area and just fire off a black hole. We just completely ignore Steve. Yeah, we've angered the gods, but Steve is already there, so who cares, right? So I can just go down here and do my exploring. Now, another thing you can do, and I need to get rid of my my stains. Remember when we picked up some invisibilium that was in a puddle at the snowy depths? Well, the funny thing is that Steve will not actually see you when you're invisible. So what we could do, right? He's coming right over at us. You can spray invisibility on us, and then we could just run over, grab a perk, and you see how I got a blood stain on me? That overwrote my invisibility stains. So be careful with that, but we can grab an invisibility, we can teleport away, and we are now into the next area. You also have to be careful whenever you shoot while invisible, that will also get rid of the invisibility. Now the last thing, if you absolutely do not have a way to kill Steve, unfortunately you're just gonna have to dodge. And an issue. What? Now usually you want to kite Steve over here, and then what you're gonna do is walk around him. For some reason, Steve exited this area, probably because he, I don't know, sensed that I was here or something. Let's see if we can find him. Oh! There he is. Okay, let's get him to follow me over here. Invisibility. You're messing things up. Okay, he's gonna come around this area, and we can do a little bit of a loop-de-loop. So there are multiple shots that Steve fires. That one is a close range and much easier to dodge. So when you're up against Steve, he actually won't fire those bright pink bullets. Ow. Right? You can kind of dodge him a little bit. Ow. Okay. I'm playing with fire right here. But that's why we get the full health before entering this next area. So dodge Steve, and then we run away. Or you can do the thing where you bait Steve over to this statue kick area, right? And instead of statue kicking him, you're gonna wait until he's nearby. Just book it. Teleport. Get out of here. Black hole, and then we're out. Oh, just be careful of these guys. And on that note, that is the snowy depths and how to get yourself prepared for the next zone, which is gonna be the deadly Hiisi Base. The most important thing is not killing Steve, because we don't want to get the gods super pissed. We're not strong enough yet. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. I struggle a lot in the snowy depths in my first when I first started out playing Noita. And now I know this might not have been what you might have been hoping for as like maybe a silver bullet to clearing the snowy depths. This is my style. This is how I got used to snowy depths, and got more comfortable with it, because the enemies are just really tough. It's a single player game. I highly recommend you play whatever you find the most fun. But if you're struggling and you're getting a little bit frustrated, maybe check this out. So hope these tips helped. Again, hope maybe got something out of it. And good luck with the runs. Feel free to ask any questions as always. Appreciate you guys for watching.